Hey guys, this is Billy, and I'm going to tell you all about my Who Am I alternative project, so just sit back and please enjoy. So, my family is mostly made up from German and Polish heritage. My dad's side is 75% German with small portions of Middle European making up the rest. On my mom's side, it's primarily Polish. The number is indeterminate again, but there's also on my dad's side, there's small European factors as well. So with this, my family traditions are definitely a huge component of our family unit. Our German traditions aren't too ingrained or intricate. They're a bit more surface level, but nonetheless, they include attending Oktoberfest, which is a German heritage festival in Germany itself. However, we have an adaptation in Wisconsin in the town of La Crosse. There's beer and sausage tastings, live music and bands. There's a stock car race since it's at a fairground, so it's a fun celebration of culture. In our household, brats are far more common than hot dogs. You will very rarely see us eating hot dogs. We're always a brat family, so holding up the German tradition there. Every Christmas, our grandma hides a pickle in our Christmas tree on our Christmas celebration on Christmas Eve. And the winner gets a little prize, nothing too major, but that's a German tradition as well. And we're always jokingly saying that it's bad luck to wish somebody an early birthday. It brings you bad luck or it's a curse. So, I don't know how true it is, but it originated in Germany. So that's just a little fun family game we play. As for the Polish traditions, they're a bit more in depth. The biggest one is opłatki at Christmas time. So it's a flavorless wafer. It's not too fun to eat, but it's more symbolism than anything. Everyone in the family goes around and breaks off a piece of each other's and eats it. So you go around, you get one from grandma, grandpa, your mom, your dad, brother, aunts and uncles, cousins. There's even a special one for your pets if you so choose. It's a symbol of life and forgiveness going into the new year. So we have opłatki every Christmas. We get it at the folk fair around Thanksgiving, and we hold it in our house. And when we go to grandma's on Thanksgiving or Christmas Eve, that's when we do the tradition. So this is also a Catholic tradition, but we also celebrate All Saints Day. It's where we commemorate all of those in heaven. So usually we visit my grandpa's grave on this day if possible. This past Thanksgiving is a bit rainy for us, but we still did that. On Palm Sunday, again, it's a Catholic tradition, but we keep the palms in our house all year. They're for blessing and for good luck. It's not uncommon for extravagant decorations made from them, like bouquets and wreaths on doors. So, in the Catholic tradition, it's not uncommon to have palms in your house all year long, but to make them into decorations or make them into like little creations, that happened in Poland first. And then this is also an interesting one that a lot of people do, but you may not know. Dyeing Easter eggs is also a Polish tradition. It originated in Poland, and it's a symbol of life and rebirth through colors. So symbolizes the life of Jesus there. So before this project, I have always had the notion that on my mom's side, our family unit was rather small. My grandma has one sister, grandpa has one sister as well. And so my grandma and grandpa together, they only had 3 daughters. So it's my mom, my Auntie Darlene, who's my godmother, my Auntie Deanne, who's my brother Matt's godmother. So it's rather small. So when I was talking to my grandma about stories to tell for my alternative project, I found out that this may not be the case, actually. In the picture below, you can see my grandma's in the middle with my cousins, my brother's behind her, and then there's me, apparently boycotting haircuts in the year 2014. So just click away from this one. However, the story goes that Grandma Dobbs, so it's my mom's side, from Poland, her family came from Pila, Poland to the Ellis Island immigration port in New York Bay. In the early 1900s, Ellis Island was filled to the brim with people leaving Europe and seeking residence in the United States. So when Great-Grandpa Bill, who I'm named after, when he came here from Poland, this was the last time he had contact with some of his family back home. However, they too ended up in the United States. But what happened was when Grandpa Bill was talking to the immigration officers at Ellis Island, he told them his last name was Dobbs. And from Polish, there's no literal translation from Polish spelling to the English spelling. So essentially the lady sounded it out and asked him if he wanted one B's or two. So he only picked one. So when my grandpa's siblings came over, they could have spelt it in any slew of ways, with two B's, with a Z, with an A. So if it's a little bit frustrating. So if we wanted, it's a little bit frustrating because there could be so many other people out there that we're related to, but we don't know their last name. They could have any version or spelling of Dobbs, and it's a rather simple name, so you can only imagine how many there are. So if we wanted to get in contact with them, it wouldn't be easy at all. So this kind of threw a wrench in things because, like I said, I always thought our family unit was rather small, but this actually may not be the case. But at the same time, there's no good way to contact them. So who I am, what I thought was my basic and linear history, like I said before, it's just not the case. So it just makes me think about how my life could have been different had more of my plausible, you could say, family members had been around. I get my humor and my quirkiness from my aunts, my competitive drive from my mom. So I just wonder if I'd still be the same person. However, in the same breath though, these are only hypothetical questions. Nothing now can change my desire to be the best educator I can be, or the best teammate I can be, or the best friend. So in the end, I'm determined, and I'm not quite sure that would have changed.